Annapolis, Maryland. Let's take it back to how I met Bianca and how this whole thing was concepted. I was a part of an anti-sex trafficking exhibit in Annapolis. It wasn't too big, nice and small, intimate spot. I partnered with another nonprofit, local in Maryland. So I posted, my whole recap, all of my photos, and I put a couple hashtags up. A couple days later, I get a message from Bianca saying that she had the same vision. She really loved what I did with them, and she wanted to partner. I believe we initially set to do this in November of last year. We had a couple hiccups and hurdles. She stayed vigilant and stayed on course and had this vision, and she was driven towards it until we achieved it. I got a call from her a couple weeks later saying that she had secured some funding and things were back in motion. We set the date up for April, and here we are. So Bianca, thank you for this opportunity. Bianca spoke, bi-weekly, just keeping each other updated about the progress. I told her at the end of it, she reminds me of my sister so much, just always being on point on me about what I needed to do. But as far as my vision for the exhibit, I don't have anyone personally that has been affected by this, but I constantly, on social media and just reading the news in general, I see all types of articles related to this. There's no color bias, no race bias. This can happen to anyone. The one thing that frustrates me is I see these articles and they only last 24 hours or sometimes not even that long. And I hear about love and hip hop and all these other things and foolishness constantly, and I felt like these tragedies and traumas only to make sure that we can things like this from happening. And there's so many signs to look out for, and the only best way that I could describe it was through show different aspects happen to anyone of any age. I've never done artwork on this show paint. Usually I paint, I want to show happiness, peace, I like to highlight history. This was my first time highlighting history in a traumatic way. I really went down a rabbit hole of different articles, and it was really traumatizing. And I would beg you all to just do your research on your own time and find out how it really impacts you and how you can make a difference. The artwork, I left a description underneath each one to kind of give you a perspective of what I thought about and how you view it. So I would be open to hear about which ones are your favorite, and I would also be open to hear about how you look forward to advocating in the future. And the last thing I would say is the wall there, the survivor wall, if anybody hasn't done it yet, please leave an encouraging message to any survivors or anybody that you may know personally. But again, thank you, Bianca, and thank you everybody for your attention.